Hi, this is Nick Gollin with Transit Tech here on Transit TV with a little bit of a technology news update. Scientists here in the US have created the first step towards true synthetic life by creating the first synthetic living cell. The scientific team, which was led by Dr. Craig Ventner of the J. Craig Ventner Institute, who is best known for his work on the Human Genome Project, likened the advancement to simply making new software for the cell. Dr. Ventner told BBC News, "We've now been able to take our synthetic chromosome and transplant it into a recipient cell, a completely different organism. As soon as this new software goes into the cell reads it and converts it into the species specified in that genetic code. The new bacteria replicates over 1 billion times, producing copies that contain and are controlled by the constructed synthetic DNA." Dr. Ventner and his colleagues are already collaborating with pharmaceutical and fuel companies to design and develop chromosomes for bacteria that would produce useful fuels and new vaccines. Dr. Helen Wallace from Greenwich, United Kingdom, an organization that monitors developments in genetic technologies, told BBC News that synthetic bacteria could be dangerous. If you release new organisms into the environment, she says, you can do more harm than good. By releasing them into areas of pollution with the aim of cleaning up the pollution, you're actually releasing a new kind of pollution. We don't know how these organisms will behave in the environment. All I know is if future applications don't end up creating an Optimus Prime, I'll be greatly disappointed. Also, scientists from the Joseph Fiore University in Grenoble, France, have implemented the first functional glucose biofuel cell in a living animal. Unlike batteries, which have to be replaced when the power is drained, a glucose-powered device might not have to be surgically removed and replaced, because glucose is a potentially limitless source of energy. The device, which was successfully implemented in the abdominal cavity of 2 rats, kept 2 megawatt constant for 11 days in one rat and up to 3 months in the other rat. This shows that sustainability is possible and may have future applications with medical devices such as pacemakers, or in a Matrix-like future, human batteries. We'll be right back with more Transit Tech right after this break. Hi everyone, welcome back to Transit Tech here on Transit TV, moving entertainment. We have a little bit more technology news here for you, so sit back and relax. Everyone wanted a Dick Tracy watch when they were kids. Well, as adults, we finally might get our wish after all. HP Labs, along with flexible solar paneling from Power Film, will create the next generation watch for the United States military. We call it the Dick Tracy watch, said Carl Tozek, Director of Information Services at HP Labs in Palo Alto, California, adding, "It doesn't break, it's thin, and it's potentially flexible. Solar film will also print flexible solar panels into the watch to sustain its life. So what exactly will the watch do? Well, it will relay in real time strategic information and maps to soldiers in remote combat situations." Obviously, there's one word: awesome. We got a little bit of a Facebook fail for you now. May has been a bad month for Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg, who just turned 26 last Friday, but spent his birthday wrestling with an uproar over Facebook's privacy practices. The latest unwelcome gift, accusations of security fraud from former Harvard schoolmates, who say that he and other Facebook executives tricked them into a supposed $65 million settlement that was actually worth far less. Divya Narendra and brothers Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss contend that they hired Zuckerberg to work on their social network, ConnectU, when they're all students at Harvard, only to have him delay the project and use ConnectU's code to launch his own project, then called The Facebook. Their side of the story gained credence after instant messages sent by Zuckerberg bragging about his success in duping them emerged in the press. Both sides have been locked in litigation since their college years. ConnectU and Facebook reached a tentative settlement for $65 in 2008, but the Winklevoss brothers and Narendra, in a brief filed their appeal, said that the settlement was never finalized and that a judge acted improperly in allowing the settlement to proceed and awarding ownership of ConnectU to Facebook. That legal maneuver allowed Facebook, as the owner of ConnectU, to fire ConnectU's lawyers, who included the famed law firm of Boyes, Scheidler, and Flexner. Partner David Boyes prosecuted the antitrust case against Microsoft, putting Bill Gates through some grueling depositions. By claiming the right to dismiss ConnectU's lawyers, Facebook's legal team spared Zuckerberg from a similar fate. And don't go anywhere as we have the Nintendo DSi XL review right here on Transit Tech coming up after the break. The Nintendo DSi XL is the fourth generation of the Nintendo DS handheld gaming system. Originally released in late March, it has made a stamp on the North American handheld console market. However, a little confused by the announcement of the 3DS with a possible third quarter release while the DSi XL is so new. Right now, this is in my opinion one of the best handheld gaming units on the market. With built-in titles such as Brain Age, it allows gamers to step away from the norm in order to help better themselves. An atypical approach from Nintendo, which already boasts the Wii Fit in order to help your body. Brain Age helps keep your intellect intact and flexes your brain muscle in order to keep you sharp. The small stylus, which is stored inside the device, is a perfect size to manipulate the lower touchscreen. And oddly enough, the larger screens and bigger body do not drain the battery any faster than a normal DSi. It actually seems to last 1.5 times longer than the original DSi. So now the question comes, should you buy it? Or should you wait for the 3DS? Well, for $189.99, the DSi XL is a great buy and a must-have for any age. Kids will love it for the art programs and the classics like Mario, whereas adults will appreciate it for games like Brain Age. The lid is pretty sealed on the 3DS, so my advice is wait until more information is released before making any final decisions. But if you do need a handheld solution now, I would definitely take the Nintendo DSi XL over the PSP. And that'll do it for Transit Tech, and be sure to stay tuned as we keep you up to date every week as to what's going on in the world of tech, right here on Transit TV, moving entertainment.